So you said, well, okay, so yeah.
Okay. What values do you want to instill in the women in the Owls organization?
The values that I want to instill, oh God, I love Owls. The values I want to instill in Owls, Organizing Women for Lifelong Success, is to learn how to be another woman's friend. To learn how to love another woman as a friend, like be a real friend, give support. Too many times we end up just existing.
Just existing.
Yeah, just existing in someone's life. And it's, how do I, because I have a daughter and I didn't have the best relationship with my mother. So I really wanted to know what it, I to be honest with you, when I found out I was pregnant, I slicked in with a girl. Because I felt like, oh my God, I'm going to have a bad relationship with my daughter.
Right.
And it's the complete opposite. I don't think I could ever be closer to anybody or more understanding with anybody or like read anybody so well. Like, girl, why are you looking like that? And she'd be like, mommy, you know, like a real friend.
Yeah.
So I wanted women that had issues with, you know, because you hear that line, I don't get along with girls. I can get along with men. Like, girl, you are a girl. How you get along with girls? You are a girl. And I had to get mature about it. And so that's number one. Number two, I wanted every woman to learn, be yourself. Ain't so many people out here like everybody else. It's so boring. Be yourself. You'll see how interesting it gets. You know what I mean?
Right.
Be yourself. So that was another thing. I want to show women how to be themselves, and then how to just if they were going through trauma, you know, rape, assault, whatever, that they had a support team. Like you got somebody got your back. Like, yo, we would come through like and protect the building, squad up, like, you know what I'm saying, or just, you know, we have a great relationship with CAPS. So really. The Owls, how I wanted to lead them, and I did, because I wanted to do in-house things.
Right.
Like, learn how to get along with another woman, work on your inner issues, work on, you know, too many women are like, I got an attitude, and that's just me. No, that's not you. That's anger. You know what I'm saying? There's something something deeper than that.
Right.
I actually had a young lady, you know what I'm saying? And it was something deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? It was a problem with every single woman that she came across. They always had something to tell me.
Right.
Like, listen, you know, I was that. And I'm like, yikes, you know. And it's like, how do you go and deal with that? You know what I'm saying? So I had to bring it through CAPS, like counseling. Because I deal with counseling. I had to bring it through counseling. And, you know, it was something deeper than that, you know. And, you know, now she's getting the help. And, you know, it's good to know, like, dang, I know you're not going to be affected by this. Right. Caught it here. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that don't mean I'm perfect though. Right. I got some issues. I still be going to CAPS.
Don't we all have issues though.
You did.
Everybody.
For real.
And this question. What made you want to step away from Owls and start the book club?
Because it wasn't me. Owls, I love Owls. But it's not me. And I can say that. And I know people gonna be like, what?
Right.
Girl, you Owls all day. Like, you know, I love my bird gang. They hate that. They hate that sound. They're like, please don't do that. I'm trying to replace it with the ooh. But they don't like that either. But, you know, I just knew, like, literacy is my passion. To promote literacy, you know, it's just my passion. The art of how you formulate words, how you put them. I'm a great speaker as well. I love to read.
Right.
You know, like, okay, I know it's real weird. Look, I'm giving you my good secrets.
Exactly.
Good secrets. You know, no problem. You know, like when you're spelling something, like, and I could see those letters come out in the air, like, like, you know, like just when you're spelling something, so I understand words differently, and I think literacy is important, and I think to show my son, you know, like, yo, you don't, you know, like, he has, I think personally, and it happens with a lot of males, they end up putting them in certain groups because they're not doing well as the class. Yeah. And it discourages them. And my son is discouraged to read academia things. But if I give him a comic book, run it. He's going with it. And it's like, I want to show him, I want to show everybody, even college kids, that you could mix Gilgamesh with Tupac. And you can mix Gilgamesh with the book of Jesus, you know, the Bible, and look at the literature, and it's so beautiful. Just literature, period. And I want to get deeper into that because I feel like it's, you know, this is me, literature is me, and I wasn't able to be me, and now I could be me. Like, that's why I'm letting a lot of things, you know, passing a lot of things down, not letting them go, but passing them down. so I could really focus on the book club, which is very important. Which the book club, congratulations, VP. Yeah, congratulations. The book club just won its first award. And it just came out. It just got founded last year, but it came out with its first award for the event that we threw for the N-word.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, for Shannon Cochran, Dr. Ali, Dr. Lindsay, Barry Hudgens, and Herbert Adams.
Right,
all
that's
professors.
crazy.
Yeah, they were panelists, and it was wonderful. And it was called the N-word, and we discussed, what it meant, the stereotypes, the derogatory meaning towards it. So it was a great event, and we got awarded by Clayton State University on best program activity and a collaboration with Saab. So I'm really just proud of the book club, and for the first time, I have to say, for the first time in Owl's history, the students of Clayton State University actually voted Owl's best organization, or no, they nominated. They voted for the nomination, Best Organization of the Year, and they were running against Habitat for Humanity.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's like really big. So,
that is.
And Habitat for Humanity won, which they always win, which, kudos to them. But to know that you're on that level, platform, that level right there, is like, I felt accomplished. And we didn't win, but I just felt like, oh, okay, I can let it go.
And let's see. How do you keep the balance between being a mother, a student, organization leader, and having a social life? Where's the balance come from?
Let me tell you. I think people think I have a social life, but I really don't. I mean, I like all this. Yeah, I can say freshman year I was getting popping. I was going to every party. I was just doing it,
Right.
But this year I have had no social life. I went out homecoming. I went out maybe once this whole year to Skybox for homecoming after the student choice was. But I don't have no social life, and I think what people think is my social life is really not. It's work. Like if you see me in the club or in VIP with a certain artist, that's work.
Right.
Like I have to put in work for the radio station. Like my radio show, I hold executive outreach coordinator for the radio station. You know what I'm saying? I'm also president of 2 orgs. So I it's like I'm always working, and then I have the kids, and I'm like, I don't let my kids go to after school care. I pick them up at 2:15. Yeah, like I bring you to school, I pick you up, I iron clothes, I do homework. I also volunteer with community service with the school. It's just things I want my kids to see. That's how I do it all. I want my kids to see everything. I want them to say, I remember my mom doing that. I remember my mom doing that. So I bring my kids here if I'm doing an event sometimes.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. You see, thank you. Like, I'm going to turn them into little CSU babies. Like, I swear, like, people going to see and be like, listen, you better be good because your mother puts in that work. Like, I bring them to the event so they could see, as long as it's not a bad event and it's not, you know what I'm saying? There's certain material I don't want them to hear. But I bring them, I let them see it. So when they, you got to lead by example. And if I come home and you already sleep, which is most of the time, they already sleep. But if I come home and you already sleep, you never really got to see what I did or how hard I pushed. But now when I say go get your college degree, you're gonna say, yo, I'm gonna go get it. I see my mom get it. When they say things like when they say things like hey, hi Miss Bree, hi, I just said what a wonderful surprise. So there you go. I think that's your mouse. Okay, I just turned off the battery for you. I said whoever left is gonna have a dead battery in the mouse.
Hey, Bree.
I watched. We have the beautiful Bree Jenkins here with Motivational Mondays. Yes. Her last show, which I watched it, I loved it, I missed it, and don't worry, I would love to have you back on here as a guest for Hip Hop and Politics. I'm doing something for Keely Bryan. With Keely Bryan for the marketing department. I'm getting an article wrote about me. Your girl on the way up. I'm going to be in commencement Saturday. Black Queen, thank you. Look at that. Wonderful guest, right? Wonderful guest.
And how has Clayton State, if they have, through the staff and fellow students, supported you academically and helped you achieve goals?
When I say this administration and this school has pushed me, like in ways of believing in me more than I believed in myself. That's how it kind of pushed me, like, oh, go ahead, Queen, because QueenDelilah, I call myself QueenDelilah, so it's just a name that stuck. So one thing is, they'll constantly say is, oh, Queen, you got that, you could do that, your potential's so good, And I'm like, huh? Girl, you don't even know me. You know what I'm saying? Girl, I ain't nothing. You know, but they see more in me than I see in myself from, I guess, from the things that I was doing, could have done anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I think, I'm not going to lie. I think they really, like, I know this is cliche and corny, but I really think that they believe in you, in your dream more than you do, because they literally seen other people's dreams happen and blow up. So I feel personally like, just believing in me, period, has pushed me, or at least that motivates me. Like, dang, you think I could do this?
Right.
And they're like, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course you can. I'm like, all right, well, let me do this. And, it comes out wonderful, and it put confidence in me to like, yo, I could do that. You remember, I did that. So it kind of pushes me. And I know that anytime that I need help, or I'm frightful about something, I go to them. And I got to just shout out a couple of them. Miss Felicia Whitehead, that is my mentor. Miss Stephanie Richardson, my mentor. Miss Atawana Royal, Miss Amber Cutter, Dr. Hudson. Golly, really? There's just Miss Diane Johnson, Miss Rosalind Sledge, Dr. Ali, Khalid Ali. Like, I would love for all of them to be mentioned, because they really just, when I say pushed me, like, yo, what are you doing? Why do you feel like the book club, it wouldn't have been co-founded by me, it would have been founded by me, because Stephanie Richardson came to me and was like, listen, this is what I want to do, and you're the perfect person to do, because you've inspired this idea. And I was like, I'm too busy. And somebody else picked up the idea and ran with it, because they overheard the conversation, but they didn't hold up the org the way it should have been. And now to see that now I'm president over it, and to see the award it got by the school, it was like, why don't I just stay in my lane? Like, Apples was a beautiful thing, because it helped me grow as a woman and a leader, big time, on how to deal with women, on how to, be approachable, and on a lot of little things. But it was very important. But the book club itself that's me. I even people that personally know me, it's like, listen, you're not in your field, but I'm like, I know. I'm gonna do the book club, like, post up. You know what I'm saying? So definitely those women right there. And
do you have any proud moments with Clayton State? Or your proudest moment, if you can pick one?
My proudest moment? Not yet.
Not yet?
My proudest moment, because not even for the award that I received, I could be there that night. I was on mommy duties. So I didn't have a babysitter, and I didn't want to bring them to that huge award show, you know what I'm saying, that just got off of spring break. I wanted, to get them, I take my parents in very serious. My mother very seriously. So I wasn't even there for that award to hear that get announced. So when I got the call from everybody in the ceremony, I'm like, really? And I talked to, the person that's holding the ceremony, Miss Antoine Royal. She's like, well deserved. And I'm like, so really? But both of my awards were going.
Wow.
So I didn't know that the book club was going to win.
Right.
I thought Owls, because Owls was in there. Right. So when I heard the book, I'm like, whoa. No. We didn't even do that many events. And I learned then it wasn't the events. The amount of events, it was the
quality of it.
Yes. And that's when I said, see, this is meant for me. Because this event was prepared. And I put that time and dedication. Owls events are prepared and, time put into it.
Right.
But there's an excess of, you know what I'm saying, events and things. But that event, so it was just dope.
Right.
That's all I can say, like, dope.
All right. And let's see. What are your future career goals?
My future career goals is to do well with hip-hop and politics, go to law school, and get into congressional law. I want to do congressional law. I want to be a congresswoman. Heavy.
Right.
Heavy. I want to be a congresswoman. I want to, definitely want to do.
Any personal goals for the future? Any?
That just brought butterflies to my stomach. Like, can they be near?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, graduate. Put my son in boxing, my daughter in gymnastics, and be great. I don't know how to explain that, but just be great.
I get what you mean.
Just in everything and anything I do, just be great.
And what's the one stamp you want to leave before you leave Clayton State?
My queenship. my queenship. If I could just sum it up.